Welcome back to another video. This one is slightly different from what I normally do, but we're gonna just run it. Today I'm going to be talking about video games that I dropped. This idea came to me because about 30 to 45 minutes ago, I made the decision to drop a game um, for reasons that I'll get into, right? I made a decision to drop a game, and it gave me an idea of like, what games have I actually dropped, or at least that I can remember, and why did I drop them? This video will be split up into a PowerPoint. I did this so I don't have to edit that much. I used to do this way back in the day, like 2-3 years ago. But yeah, so I'm putting this in a PowerPoint, and there will be multiple categories. Under each category, each category is a reason why I dropped a game, and so there will be a couple of games under each category, and you'll understand as we get into the video. But I will talk about that when we get to it. All right, so our first category. I'll try to keep this as short as possible. I messed that up. That's unfortunate. Games that I didn't have the time to play, or something came up, or something came out. AKA games that I started but I had to cut short just for a variety of reasons. I think games that come to mind, like I said, this is not every game that I've ever dropped, but this is the ones that just came to mind. Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 10, Metal Gear Solid 5, and Live Alive. For this category specifically, these are games that I actually, for the most part, specifically Final Fantasy 10 and Live Alive, are games that I still have installed, right? It's just for a lot of them, something came up. So for Final Fantasy 10, something came up. I can't remember what. Live Alive, same deal, something came up. Metal Gear Solid 5, same deal. Final Fantasy 12, I very specifically remember this one. This one was because I think something Persona related had came out when I was playing it, and I dropped that. It just kind of never got back to it. I do have, like I said, I have most of these games still installed on my console. I want to go back and revisit them. However, when I do that, I'm gonna try and restart them all, just because I like to get the full experience all in one playthrough. So yeah, I don't hate these games by any means. It's just it's just unfortunate circumstances that have caused me to drop them. Next, issues with game mechanics. This is a very simple one. It's just game mechanics that kind of stop me from enjoying the game. Um, this is easier to explain with Jedi Fallen Order than it is the Damn Ex Machina. Jedi Fallen Order, I think, is a phenomenal game. The problem is that every time I have to backtrack somewhere, it makes me want to lose my mind. Backtracking is not fun. And I don't think I would have put this game on this list for the for backtracking alone like a week ago. But I've since played through and beaten Metroid Prime in that time, and I love backtracking to that game. So I don't know what this game's excuse is. Yeah, backtracking is not fun. I think the rest of the game is good, but backtracking just kind of took up a whole bunch of time that I just could have used for something else, and so I just kind of stopped playing. Like I said, I think this game is great, and I do want to revisit it, but that one thing just kind of messed it up for me. Damn Ex Machina, I just didn't like how the game played, and I've kind of learned as one thing that you'll see going forward is that if a game I feel isn't worth my time or isn't valuing my time, then I'm just going to stop playing it. I definitely learned that as a reason. Damon X Machina, I just was not enjoying playing the game. It is. I don't think the story is bad or anything. It's just like the combat was just not, for me at least, just not fun to do, which is so unfortunate because I think there are other mecha games that were much more fun to play. One of them you'll actually see on this list. Next up, lost interest, but I want to revisit. So I actually have two slots for this one. These are games that I just kind of stopped playing for one reason or another. I kind of lost interest while playing them, but I do want to revisit. Ys 8 is a game that is still installed on my console to this day. It's on my Nintendo Switch to this day. I even transferred it over to my Switch 2 just recently so I can play it. Baldur's Gate 3. I do want to revisit it, but fully I'm fully aware of what it is, and it's a game that I got a couple hours out of, and I was like, I'm satisfied. Not I'm satisfied, but like I'm enjoying myself, but I don't have any real reason that I want to keep going. but I do want to revisit it at some point because I know it's good. Same thing with Returnal. I got what I wanted out of it. I had no reason to really keep playing, but I would love to keep going. These ones are a little bit different in which I see these in my library all the time, and I would love to keep going back. I would love to play it. I just haven't gotten a chance to. Gravity Rush 2, Tears of the Kingdom, Bayonetta, Fire Emblem Three Houses, all games that I won't say I got like too far into. I got up maybe about 5 hours into Bayonetta, 15 to 20 hours into Fire Emblem, which is a lot, but still. About 5 hours into Gravity Rush 2. And I think I had 60 hours of Tears of the Kingdom before I just kind of lost interest and stopped. I was enjoying myself with Tears of the Kingdom. I think Tears of the Kingdom is a really good game. I think all these are good games. Just for one reason or another, lost interest, but I do want to revisit them. Now, there are some games that I lost interest in, but I have no intention of revisiting, for one reason or another. Yeah, these are some weird ones. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, I think is a good enough game. I think a lot of these categories can actually be categorized together, but I just, for the longer video. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is a good enough game, but I lost interest and I don't feel the need to go back to it. Same with the Armored Core. These games are good, but unlike, Baldur's Gate or Returnal, in which, I'm satisfied with what I got, but I also want to revisit it at some point. These are the truthfully case of I'm satisfied with what I got, and I don't feel the need to come back to these. Octopath Traveler is a little weird. Octopath Traveler, I wasn't enjoying the story or the combat enough, which actually leads into our next category. And this video is moving a bit fast, a bit frantic. Just because I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. Not waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. I'd like to just keep it moving, keep it relatively short and simple. So this moves into the next category, which Octopath Traveler is in the next category, but as well as the game that inspired this entire video. That's Octopath Traveler and Suikoden 2. I dropped Suikoden 2 about 45 minutes to an hour ago. Simply because I just wasn't having fun. I was not having fun. Octopath Traveler's Kiss, the story wasn't interesting me, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the combat. For what I remember, I made a quick review on it of why I dropped it, but I just wasn't a fan of it. Suikoden 2, I think is really good. I really do. I just was not having fun with it, and going for all these characters and and not backtracking, but going to different areas. I just was not having fun with Suikoden 2. And if I had a recommendation for anybody playing Suikoden 2 for the first time, don't try to go for every character. Don't do what I did, because you'll just burn out quickly. It won't be fun for you. You will hate life if you try to do that on your first run. Just play the game play the game normally, and then if you ever want to replay it, go back to it. But yeah, these two just was not having fun. I put Suikoden 2 here as well to say that I wasn't having fun, but I do fully intend on going back to it at some point. But all this considered, just me not having fun with it, and with all the amount of hype that Suikoden 2 gets, it's unfortunate that I ended up dropping it when I did. But I do, once again, fully intend on going back to playing it. And like I always say, if you're not having fun with a video game, this is the main category for me of why I'm making this video. If you're not having fun with this video game, if you're not having fun reading a book, if you're not having fun watching a TV series, stop. You don't have to push yourself to beat it. I'm that kind of person. I push myself to beat games all the time. You don't have to push yourself to beat these games. You can stop. If unless it's on a streaming service, it's not going anywhere. You do, especially for a video game and a book, you have it for the most part. Digital games, the digital licenses aside and whatnot, they'll at the very least for the next 10 years or so, they'll be there. So yeah, just if you're not having fun, stop. That leads us to our last category. This one is special. This one I had to exclude from everything else. This one is allowing me to rant. Allow me to rant for a second. This one's a little bit of a special case. It's specific to this one game. The checkpoint system. Oh, Quantum Break, man. Oh, Quantum Break. Quantum Break pissed me off so much. Just because the checkpoint system in that game is so bad. It's so bad. Where I would progress like maybe 30 to 45 minutes, die once, and then get set back to where I started. And it would happen like 3 or 4 times. Even like progress like an hour, I didn't hit a checkpoint or something like that. Get sent back, and just didn't and I got set back in an hour. This is a game that I actually played live on stream, and I just stopped because the checkpoint system was frustrating me so bad that I just couldn't be bothered. I just stopped playing. Yeah, this is a game that because I just know Remedy isn't gonna fix this because it's a near 10-year-old game at this point. I just had no intention of going back to, which is unfortunate because I was enjoying it. I was enjoying the story. I played Control. I played all Control. I love that game. I think that game was great. But the checkpoint system in this game was just so bad that I just physically could not finish it. I could absolutely put this game in the same category with like Jedi Fallen Order and Daemon X Machina with gameplay issues. But I wanted to make a special case for this game because this game especially was egregious. It's like especially egregious in its gameplay systems. So yeah, that's it for the video. Like I said, I'll try and keep it short, and I think I did, or at least short enough. Thank you for watching. Who knows? Maybe if I think of any more, maybe if I drop any more games in the future, I don't know. I'm gonna start trying out horror games soon. I am a coward. I don't like horror, but I'm gonna try it out. So who knows? Maybe more games will be on this list. Maybe I'll make another one of these in the future. But until then, stay tuned for more reactions and quick reviews. And yeah, see ya. Bye.